Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Glad you were with us, and Daniel Carlson here to get things started. And off we go from Allegiant Stadium. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
So he's entering season number 5, and make no mistake about it, Mike, at times he has shown flashes of brilliance, but they just can't seem to put it all together to be a perennial playoff contender. Now new coach, new situation. Can he become the franchise quarterback that they need him to be, that they drafted him to be? Because if he can turn in those consistent high-level performances, I think he can change the future of this franchise pretty quickly.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd and inches. On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
We'll go back to Etienne on first down. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run it once more with Etienne. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and test. Might have even lost a yard there.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. Got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And he will go all the way. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead.
Raiders nothing.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. On the return is Dylan Laube. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So the Raiders come out, and Greg, they make a change at quarterback in the offseason. It is now year 13 for Geno Smith, but year 1 in silver and black.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Gino. The Jaguars have it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Jaguars offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
He may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Etienne. He works free, right side. And he's in! Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively. Because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He's got it. And the Jaguars move out on top, 14-0.
14. Raiders, nothing.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Laube now to return it. Oh! Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Raiders offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Pickup of 6. Second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Jaguars think they have it, and they do. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. Lawrence gives this one to ETN. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This one caught at the 4. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal.
ETN will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Little on now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Jaguars will take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Raiders, nothing.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to see what they can do. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to
Dante Thornton was the intended target. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Smith. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete. Jacoby Myers was the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but With the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on 3rd down. Brings up 4th, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13.
At their own 14-yard
The Jaguars offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Adam Butler in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Lawrence. He finds De'Ami Brown. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
And the Jaguars.
First grab of the game for Brown. Good enough for a first
It's
down.
a gain of 17 yards. And a Jaguar 1st down.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down, but in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and there does come some danger when you throw back across, but in this case, it's a big completion. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They get 14 on that hookup. 1st down, Jacksonville.
To say this group has started strong here in the first quarter, Mike, might be a bit of an understatement. I mean, offensively, firing on all cylinders. Defensively, suffocating the opponent. The ability to complement each other on both sides of the ball and play at such a high level. We can have a little bit more breathing room here by the end of this drive.
Butler there on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Lawrence. To the left side. It's caught by Brown. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. But give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the first down.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Raiders' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
2nd down, Lawrence. Whoa, here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. De'Ami Brown was the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
On the return is Tucker. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Raiders offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On the ground with Genty. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really well executed counter run there, Mike. And what you're trying to do anytime on these misdirection schemes is you're trying to get these linebackers that might play at a 4.5 speed to maybe play at a 4.7 speed. The hesitation, not understanding exactly where the ball's going to end up, gives you an advantage offensively, just like we saw here.
run shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
It's going to be third. They need one. To throw, here's Smith. On the move left. He'll try to run for it. We are through one. It's the Jaguars on top. And we're back in Vegas after this. Quarter two begins. It is Raider football as they've got it with 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Genty. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
On 2nd down, Smith. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He's got a man. That's Myers. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Raider 1st down.
That's good for a Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
He steers clear. The first tackler working his way forward for a gain of about 4.
29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Genty. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
At the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Here's Gino. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers.
4th down.
And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. Now return coming from the 7. Woo! Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Jags offense ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They go play action for Lawrence. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Adam Butler. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. In motion comes Thomas. Here's Lawrence. He's going to run it. Trevor avoids the hit, takes a slide, but also picks up a 1st down.
A gain of 17 yards.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Now Etienne. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He's got it. And the Jaguars stretch it out. Leading now by the score of 28-3.
Raiders 3.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. Man in motion here is Tucker. run right at the gut with Genty. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Gino to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
A 2nd down throw. Oh, they're running in the flash, and he lost the football. The Jaguars have it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, you've talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Little on now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Jaguars add on to their already sizable lead.
Raiders 3.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Raiders offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. Room to run, past the 30. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 34-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the handoff, this is Genty. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
A first down throw for Smith. Finding his tight end, man. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First time these two have connected this afternoon. And it'll wind up being a first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Josh Hines-Allen in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
Throwing on second down, Smith. That's to the right side, and caught by Bauer. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
From the gun on third down, Smith going up top. That is brought in. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A big-time play for Vegas. And even 30 yards.
10 at the 14-yard line.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Tucker. On first down, here's Gino to throw. The pressure there's got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Smith. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Ashton Genty. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it. Here's White. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. The Jaguars think they have it, and they do. Talk about a big swing there. The offense was driving, had it in the red zone, looking to score. Not only does the defense stop them, Greg, they get the ball back, and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the field, and next thing you know, you scoop. For a minute, it looked like there was going to be a score, but either way, after running out of gas, he sets his offense up in a great situation.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Josh Hines-Allen. He gets into drop it. It's a loss of 8.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
In motion, that's Thornton. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. Another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He pulls it in around the 5. To the goal line and in. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Jaguars 35, Raiders 10.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. This returnable from the 4. Yeah! And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Lawrence. That's complete to Etienne. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. The ball comes out, and the Raiders have come up with it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
The Raiders offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Josh Hines-Allen getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
I think here offensively, they got to go in at halftime and regroup. The play caller, the offensive line coach, the quarterback, they got to make sure they're on the same page. It just doesn't seem like they're all communicating the pass protection assignments the right way, because he continues to end up on his back.
From the shotgun, Smith will get this complete to his tight end Bowers. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime.
3rd and 9.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
3rd down and 9. Smith He's going to have the first down and more. And he's into the end zone. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Vegas.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Raiders are able to cut into the deficit.
Raiders 17. Daniel Carlson.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. We'll start at the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Brian Thomas now and the Jaguars offense getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Lawrence's pass complete to Travis Etienne. 8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. One final throw before the break. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half.
Cam Little.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Raiders offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Tucker. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On a zone read, he'll hand it to Genti. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
Defenses always have to make a decision, Mike. How do they want to defend the zone read? Some teams want the quarterback to keep the ball. They want the ability to tackle the quarterback. Other teams, they want it to be a give read, and that's what we saw here. They were ready for it, and they take the running back down for a loss.
Open man, left side. He's got it. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Carlson now for the extra point.
After.
The kick is good. And the Raiders are able to edge a bit closer.
35. Raiders 24.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. A return now from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. First down throw there is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they'll knock him down just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 16
They get
yards.
16 on that connection. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
He'll go right and find his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Lawrence out quickly to Thomas on the RPO. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Raiders offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. A run. Gentile. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Foye Oluokun with the play.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 6. They'll go again with Gentile. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The Raiders send their punt team out. Now, fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Lawrence now. Firing right side. Brought in by Brown.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle, here's Etienne. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down.
A gain of 6. And the Jaguars 1st down. It's a gain of 6. And a Jaguar 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll go back to Etienne on 1st down. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
That one is complete, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Lawrence. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
For a Jaguars 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Jaguars.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's ETN. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Tackled back at the
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They send the tight end in motion. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Facial Tootin. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
It's a pickup of 16 yards down to the 16.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Man in motion here is Washington. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he's got another one. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He's got it. And the Jaguars will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
42. Raiders 24.
Little now, following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Raiders offense and Geno Smith getting ready for their next possession. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they'll try to keep it going. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drop. Oh, big hole, left side. Still going. And he is good. some kind of run, Greg. We saw him break a tackle and then use his elusiveness to get to the end zone for the score.
Mike, for me, it's all watching his feet. I mean, look at him work. His ability to make guys miss in the open field is special. And I'll tell you what, that play, that was something to watch.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Raiders are able to cut into the deficit.
Jaguars 42, Raiders 31.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Max Crosby on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. They go play action for Lawrence. This one caught left side. That's strange. First brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Lawrence. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Jacksonville.
That's good for a Jaguars 1st down. A gain of 12. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Raiders' 40-yard line.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Quick throw here on the RPO, caught by Thomas. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Third down, 3 to go. And in motion is Brown. To throw is Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Lawrence throwing on 4th down. That is caught by Washington. And he's going to have the Jaguars' 1st down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14.
Another Jaguars' 1st down. A gain of 14. 1st down, Jaguars.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. He's got it at the 3. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. A big hole. He's inside the 40 to the 20. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
So it is 4th down. That'll bring on Cam Little for this Jaguars field goal. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So, after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. Play action now. It's Gino. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Josh Hines Allen in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
Just simply more of the same, and you're just not going to have a lot of success, Mike, when you're constantly starting drives with 2nd and long, 3rd and long. It's just not a good way to play offense in the NFL, and here we go again.
They go play action with Smith. He'll step up and run this. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
In motion, that's Thornton. From the gun, it's Gino. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The Raiders have their punt team out there as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. On the return, here's Washington. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will score. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Little on now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Raiders 31.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to take over once again. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Working out of the gun, Smith looking middle, and he's got Myers. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 29-yard line.
From the pistol, Smith. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Eric Armstead in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's third down.
And it's really been their inability of the offensive line to keep the quarterback upright, and it's a big reason why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
It is 3rd and 10. Now, Gino. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. And he's going to have the Raiders first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Jack Bash. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 10. Now Smith. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
No gain on the play.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. They pick up 17 through the air. First down, Vegas.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 2. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He's got it at about the 8. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive linemen out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Smith. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Foye looking, getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal.
And anytime this offense gets themselves going in the right direction, it just seems like the pass rush finds a way to make a play of their own, and they have completely dominated this game up until this point, Mike. I mean, it is no surprise they're playing with the lead as a result.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Vegas. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders are able to edge a bit closer.
Raiders 38.
Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick.
Touchy offense.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Carry here for Allen. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. And in motion is Brown. Lawrence now on 2nd down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. 1st down and more inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. Facial Titans. Touchdown, Jaguars.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Jaguars are going to extend their lead.
Jaguars 59, Raiders 38.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Laube now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Smith to throw on 1st down. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd and a yard. Smith to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15. And a 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here today.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 39-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's Gino. That's into the hands of Thornton. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
On first down, here's Gino to throw. Middle, he's got Tucker.
Complete to Trey Tucker. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Gino to throw. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
On first down is Smith. Short throw that's pulled in by Mayer. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Carlson now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders are able to cut into the deficit.
Jaguars 59, Raiders 45.
Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big first quarter lead.